This neighborhood is probably the last place you would expect a temple to be, because we're in the middle of Los Angeles. There's 18 million people around us. But our mission is a mission of giving. And so we don't decide to be in the caves or the forest, but we want to be where the people are, because that way we can reach them.
Jaya is a Hindu monk who lives in a community that surrounds the ISKCON Hare Krishna temple called New Dwarka. This community has a vegan restaurant, a museum, a gift shop, and is the home to 180 devotees.
We have so many different monks from around the world, so many people from around the world. We have people from China, Japan, Russia, India, Africa, Jamaica, Egypt, Canada, Hawaii. I think we might even have some penguins somewhere. So it's really cool just getting different perspectives on life. Yeah, so these are all apartments where different devotees stay, just so they can stay close to the temple. It's a really nice community. So a monk is basically not a punk, and we focus a lot on the internal. What we're supposed to do, we're supposed to love people, and we're supposed to use things. But nowadays, we love things and we use people. So it's just bringing it back to that wholesome essence.
It's rare to find any millennial monks these days. Let's not forget that he's a monk in Los Angeles, not a monk in some ashram in India, at some monastery. He's not living in the high Himalayas. He's not doing austerities, on some deserted island. He is very much in the heart of the most religiously diverse city in the world.
Varun Soni is the Dean of Religious Life at the University of Southern California. Much of his work is focused on pastoral care, spiritual counseling, and interfaith engagement.
From the Hindu perspective, the Indian perspective, and the generational perspective, he is really unique. To be in the role that he's in means that you have a lot of courage, in my opinion. You're a very brave person to essentially say, this is what is meaningful to me, this is the way I envision my life, and this is how I'm going to focus my life. Not on celebrity, security, status, or salary, but on the things that I find meaningful.
So Rama is an actual person, and he came thousands of years ago. And so today we're celebrating. It's kind of like a birthday party for Rama that we're having. Prior to me joining the temple, I was producing music. I was in the music industry making beats. I used to make hip-hop Indian beats, and I was making music for film, television, and hip-hop artists. I made this really cool beat. I sent it to this very prominent hip-hop artist. He agreed to be on the beat. So I thought that now my life was going to shift in like a real positive direction. I was getting very spiritual at the time as well. When he sent back the lyrics to the beat, it was everything I was kind of against. It was talking about drugs and intoxications and treating women with no respect, etc. And I was like, I can't be part of this, because if this song goes out there, it's just going to lower people's consciousness, and I've already seen what it's doing. So that's when I decided to take a break from the industry and work on self-development.
After making that choice, Jaya began to go to a temple really close to his house. After showing up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning, the head monks at the temple began to take notice. Eventually, they took Jaya under their wing and taught him the disciplines and the practices that come with monastic living.
One day, they said, hey, we don't want you to be here anymore. And I said, what do you mean? Like, did I commit some offense? Why are you saying this to me? And they said, we've been observing you, and we think you're ready for the next level. So that's when they instructed me to go to the LA temple, and ever since being here, I've never left, and I feel a lot of happiness.